get it started. Oh my god. I just saw the toothbrushes on here. All right. I guess this is in the world. People do hand out toothbrushes for Halloween, I guess. That's weird. All right, on the first on the list is Kit Kat. Kit Kats are pretty good. They're not going to go in the first gone category, but they are going to be an A tier candy for me. I don't necessarily I don't buy Kit Kats for myself, if I'm buying candy, but if there's Kit Kats around, I'm going to eat them. We have 100 grand. I've had these, a handful of times, and they're a good one to get. I'm going to put them in the B category. I like them, but definitely not A tier or first gone. Next one are Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces are some of my favorite candy. They're small like M&Ms, and they're peanut butter. I love peanut butter and chocolate. They're going to be in the first gone category for me. I love peanut butter and chocolate put together, and Reese's Pieces is a great, way to eat them. So why not? Sweet tarts. Those are going to go straight into the trash. I do not like powdered sugar candy. It is not for me. That's all I have to say, really. I don't think sweet tarts are good. All right, we got Three Musketeers next up on bat here, or on board. They're gonna go B tier probably. I mean, they're like a A minus, B plus ish area. I would eat them over 100 grand, but I'm not. There's probably no A tier candy I'm picking a Three Musketeers over, if that makes sense in my head, So yeah, that's I'm gonna put them at a high B. I'm gonna say B plus because they don't belong in the A. They don't belong in A, but they are a solid candy. Very good tasting, well balanced. That's a big thing for me, is balance. Like, something can be too sweet, something can have too much, peanuts or whatever in it. But yeah, Three Musketeers is a good balance. Next up is Pixie Sticks. I haven't had these in forever, and I think the last time I actually consumed a Pixie Stick was in 7th grade. I broke one open and I snorted some of it like it was cocaine because I thought it would be cool, and it burned. That's all. It burned really badly. So yeah, that happened. I'm gonna say straight to the trash with Pixie Sticks because not gonna eat them. Do not care. We'll never do it. Next up are Airheads. Airheads are actually pretty good for, I'm mostly a chocolate person, but Airheads are pretty good. I think I'm gonna put them in the last gone category, not necessarily as in I don't think they're bad. I normally like chocolate, and if I'm not eating chocolate, I'll eat an Airhead, maybe twice a year, just if I'm feeling freaky. I don't know what these are, but I know I've had these. I don't remember what they're called. And I think they taste kind of like butterscotch, if I remember correctly. I can't see the name on them. I'm not gonna say straight in the trash because I do remember liking them, so I'm just gonna put those there. Crunch Bar is decent. It's chocolate and Rice Krispies basically, that's Crunch is peanuts. Yeah, Crunch is peanuts. I'm gonna put them at a high B. Again, they don't belong in the A tier for me because I'm not gonna eat a Crunch Bar just, before any of these other ones, but it belongs in the high B in the Three Musketeers area. Crunch's Krispies. It's Krispies. Okay, I thought it was peanuts at first. I confused that one with I think Mr. Good Bar. Mr. Good Bar is the one that I really like because it's peanuts. All right, so Crunch is Krispies. Oh, I'm still gonna put it in a B, but I'm gonna say it's below Three Musketeers, maybe even below 100 grand. This one is Necco. I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever had those. I don't recognize that candy. All right, next up is a fun one. Sour Patch Kids. As a kid, Sour Patch Kids would have gone straight to the trash. But now, as I've gone into adulthood, I've eaten them more. And I think I'm going to put them in the last gone category. I will eat Sour Patch Kids if a friend has some, or if they're just laying around and I want a little a nice little gummy treat. I do like Sour Patch Kids as long as it's not the extreme sour ones. But yeah, they're pretty good. They'd be an A for you, Dan. Sour Patch Kids? Yeah, man. A lot of people like them. They're good. right, next up we have nerds. Nerds straight into the trash. I do not like nerds. Again, they belong in kind of like that weird category of like, it's just sugar. You know, it doesn't, there's no, like, I don't think you really taste much in a nerds candy. I don't like them. I also don't like the like little beads, you know. I don't want to feel like I'm eating like, I feel like, you know what I feel like nerds reminds me of? You know those little like moisture packets that they put in like pill bottles and like, you know, like mattresses and pillows, you know, to store so that they don't get moisture in them. That's what it reminds me of. And yeah, it's just in my head forever. Good and Plenty. I'm gonna put those straight in the trash. I've had them. They're okay. So yeah, nerds are an A for you. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of people again like those. Yeah, silicone beads. That's what they are. Yeah. You hate Good and Plenty? Yeah, not a fan. Ooh, we have some good ones coming up. Okay, next up is Twizzlers. Twizzlers, there's a hot debate, and I don't. You know what's funny is their competitor isn't on here. I don't think, but it's Twizzlers versus Red Vines is always the hot debate, and Twizzlers for me, it's still licorice. It's okay. It's gonna go in the last gone category, but it's close to the trash can. I wouldn't throw Twizzlers away because I know people that like them. So, I mean, if it was just me, I'm throwing them in the trash. I'm not gonna eat Twizzlers. I'm gonna be honest. Nando said it's wax. Straight trash, dude. Dude, I knew Nando would come out of the fucking woodwork when I said the word Twizzlers. Dude, yeah, I'm not a fan, dude. I don't know. My mother and my girlfriend both eat them. I don't like them. Like, he said red vines for life, gang. Oh my gosh, shut up. Next up, Dots. Dots are one of the few candies that I can eat a couple of and they'd be okay. I'm not gonna throw them in the trash, but they're getting consumed like very, very last gone, you know. Ooh. Okay. Next up is M&Ms, but it's plain M&Ms. Plain M&Ms are very close to the trash for me. I actually strongly dislike plain M&Ms. I do not think they're good. It's insane to me that people would ever choose plain M&Ms over peanut butter, you know, the pretzel ones. Like, I mean, there's so many flavor M&Ms that the plain ones, like, first of all, they just don't taste good. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put them in last gone because I will eat them in a pinch, but they're very close to the trash can. I mean, if you gave me, you know, 100 regular M&Ms versus one peanut M&M, I'm taking the one peanut M&M, and I'm not even blinking. Next up, is this gum? Oh, yeah, I think it's like chewing gum. Chewing gum. Ugh. I mean, I like chewing gum. I don't chew it often. I do like it, you know, if I'm driving or if like I'm driving a long distance, it, you know, occupies your mind. I'm gonna put it in last gone. I really don't chew gum often. I don't dislike it though. You know, it's great. You know, it's nice. Yeah, it's a meh for me. What is this? What is this one? I wish it told me what it was. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna put this. I don't know what this is because I don't think I've ever had that yellow one. All right, next up, Andy's Mints. Dude, Andy's Mints are they're very nostalgic for me. Whenever I used to go to my dad's job as a kid, he had like this side entrance that was because he worked in a dining hall he worked for the food services at a local university, and they had like this really nice dining area for like, you know, executive parties and stuff like that. And it had its own separate entrance from, you know, the regular big dining hall for all the students. And we would sometimes walk in because we were basically staff, you know, we were the head chef's kid. And whenever we walk in there was like this, you know, little receptionist desk. And on the desk, there would be Andy's Mints there, and we would always snag one. And dude, I gotta love these things. They're not first gone, but they're definitely A tier for me. I love Andy's Mints. They give them to you at I think it's Olive Garden. Yeah, they give them to you at Olive Garden. I don't like Olive Garden, but I love that they give you Andy's Mints. That's nice. I like one, but no. Oh, dude, I can eat like 5 of those motherfuckers in a row. I can eat like, dude, I could destroy a row of Andes mints. All right. Next up, we have, are these runts? Oh, these are Wonka runts. Straight to the trash. I don't. These are the ones that are shaped like fruits, right? Yeah, these actually. Yeah, I would probably throw these in the trash. I would eat. I remember eating the bananas ones as kids. Like some of the few of them were okay, but nah, straight to the trash, man. They're these are for children. These adults that eat runts, like it's just sugar. It's literally just like it tastes like sugar with like some flavoring added, barely flavoring. Laffy Taffy. Oh man, Laffy Taffy is a weird one. Runts are above candy corn, but barely. I mean, yeah. All right, Laffy Taffy. It's kind of like Airheads, but they're worse, in my opinion. I actually am not a fan of Laffy Taffy. I'm gonna put it straight into the trash. Not getting a lot of playtime from me. Oh, another nostalgic candy for me. My grandmother and grandfather always had these at their house. Werther's Originals. These are a solid, like, nice little hit. I'm gonna put them in the B category. It's every old lady has one of these in their pocket, and it's just a solid candy. Tastes good. It's a good, it's not overly sweet. And yeah, it's just a great, I'm not eating a lot of them, maybe like 1 or 2, and then I'm like, I'm good. But yeah, decent candy. Oh, these little strawberry ones. Okay. These strawberry candies are another candy that your grandma will always have at her house, and they're actually pretty solid. I'm not going to put them in the B category. I'm going to say Last Gone, up near like Sour Patch Kids and Airheads. I do think they're a good, again, nice to eat one and then be like, I'm good, but they're not trash. Very nostalgic for me. Grandma always had B. Yep, exactly, Dan. All right. Next up, Hershey's Kisses. Hershey's Kisses, I talked about balance earlier. Hershey Kisses to me is a good balance of chocolate versus sweetness. It's not overly sweet, and I could eat like 3 or 4 of them and be like, okay, that was a good amount of chocolate. I got my hit or my fix, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna put them in the low A category. And Hershey's Kisses for me are very solid. You don't eat them on a peanut butter cookie? Only on a peanut butter cookie? You don't ever eat them by themselves, dude? The white chocolate ones, man? The white chocolate, like, and the Christmas Kisses are, like, insanely good. All right, following up Hershey's Kisses is the regular Hershey's milk chocolate bar. This is another solid, again, it's the same taste as the Kisses. Fuck off, white chocolate is trash. You're insane, dude. What? Dude, a white chocolate on, like, pretzels is like an S tier taste. Like, like those white chocolate, they're called flips with the Z. Those pretzels are like some of the best, like, sweet, salty treat ever. It's insane you don't like white chocolate, bro. Like, especially when I am white chocolate. I know them trash. Oh my God, Nando. Yeah, we're going to war today. First Nando is all about the fucking horde and WoW, right? Which is insane to me. Then he's over here playing Galactus all day. He's literally trying to just throw off my vibe, and now he tells me he hates white chocolate. Okay, dude. Okay, Nando. All right, Hershey's chocolate bar. Put it in the A category, man. It is by itself. It's really good. I tend to eat these with popcorn, and it's a perfect mix of sweet and salty with popcorn. I also, I don't mind one by itself. The almond ones are better, but they're not on this list. So if this was the almond one, it would be in the first gone category for me. But since it's not the almond one, it's going to get the A tier. Almonds would boost it up a tier. All right, next on the list, Mike and Ike's. Again, another good and plenty runts, like, it's straight to the trash for me. Like, I don't like these, like, jelly bean type candies, man. They're just sugar to me. They don't have taste. They don't have, like, their texture is all the same. It's gel, I don't like it. Mike and Ike's straight to the trash. Deuces. Snickers. Snickers is used to be before I found my favorite candy bar, which isn't on the list because it's a more rare candy bar. Snickers was my favorite candy bar of all time. It is going first gone. It is a top tier candy. It's got chocolate, it's got nougat, it's got caramel, and it's got peanuts. Like 4 things that I love, dude. Chocolate and peanuts are already like a top tier combination. And then it added in caramel and nougat, and it's amazing. And following it up is another just top tier candy for me, Almond Joy. Almond Joy is S tier quality candy. It's got chocolate, coconut, and almonds. I know a lot of people don't like coconut or the texture of it. I love it. Almond Joy is insanely good. What a joke, Nando. Dude, you don't like coconut? Maybe I misunderstand. What are you misunderstanding? First gone for Almond Joy, especially in the freezer. Yeah. Does S tier stand for shit tier? Oh my god, you're insane, dude. You don't like Almond Joy? Do you like coconut? Do you like coconut? Like is it like one of the ingredients that you don't like? Or is it like you just don't think it's like a good candy? I need to know. That sugar mush is not coconut. I don't care. I love it. Fucking S tier candy. All right, next up is Babe Ruth or Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth to me is an okay candy. I'm gonna put it in the B category. It's not great. It's probably the top of the B's because it's got peanuts in it, and I love peanuts, but it's just the mix of it isn't great. You know, not a big fan. Yeah, A tier. I understand. I totally get that. Like it's like the bottom of the A's for me. Like, honestly, I might reach and grab a Babe Ruth or Baby Ruth over a Hershey's Kisses. Probably not over a Kit Kat, but most of the time these are winning out over it. So I'm going to put it at the top of the B's. All right. Next up, we have Caramel Apple Pops. I think I had one of these one time, straight to the trash. I don't like green apple flavoring. It's not for me, and it's too much caramel, like way too much. It's like that hard caramel, you know, that you have to like suck on, and it's not good. I don't like it. I would not ever eat one of these ever. All right, next up. Ooh, okay, so they do have an alternate. Well, that's weird that they have this, but not the. Okay, so next up we have Hershey's Cookies and Cream. So they have this on the tier list, but not Hershey's Almond, which is weird. But for Hershey's Cookies and Cream, I'm going to say that's also going to be a high A tier, maybe almost S tier for me. But I am going to say high A's. I think it's, you know, got a solid mix of flavor, and I've actually already eaten a couple of them for Halloween this year. So yeah, they definitely belong in the high A, you know, for me, probably below Andy's. Like, that's probably where it belongs right there. Alrighty, Mr. Goodbar. Mr. Goodbar is, you know, a classic candy. Chocolate peanuts, always a good combination for me. It's going to go in the high B tier. Probably my favorite B tier candy. Again, I'm not eating it over any of the stuff here in the A, but it's definitely getting a good look for me if I see one. Solid candy bar. Okay, next up, Double Bubble. We kind of already voted on Bubble Gum. I'm just going to put it with the other Bubble Gum. I mean, I guess like this is like Fresh Mint and stuff, but this is Double Bubble. Honestly, Double Bubble might go straight to the trash, actually. It's the other gum actually has flavor. Double Bubble tastes like nothing. I'm putting it straight in the trash. It does not belong. Take it out of Halloween candy, bro. It's not good. It's not good. All right. Ooh, a big one. All right, Swedish Fish. I had maybe 8 Swedish Fish like 4 times in my life. I had friends growing up that liked it a lot. If I got this for Halloween, I'm going to say, man, I would probably eat a couple and then throw them away. So I'm gonna put them in the last gone category. I don't know that I would even eat them. Honestly, it's very rare that I ever want a Swedish fish. They have a good flavor. It's just not my type of candy, and they're very repetitive. They're one note. So I'm gonna put them in the last gone category, verging on the trash category. All right, here we go, chat. Reese's peanut butter cups. The original Reese's peanut butter cup, like the 2-in-1 candy, the 2 cups, is probably top 3 candy bar of all time. It is one of the best balanced candy bars you will ever eat. It has, the perfect ratio of peanut butter to chocolate, and it just that, that first bite, you take a bite out of the cup, and it just melts into your mouth. It's amazing. It's perfection in a candy bar, in my opinion. It's still not my favorite, but my favorite is a variant of Reese's. It's not on the list. It's called a Reese's Nutrageous. And insert joke here. It's Reese's peanut butter and Reese's chocolate with peanuts, caramel, and that's it. But it's got a lot of peanuts and a good amount of caramel and a good amount of peanut butter, and it's amazing. And it's all covered in chocolate. It's my favorite candy bar of all time. If you guys ever want to buy me one, yeah. Nutrageous are awesome. Yeah, dude, I love them. All right, next up. Ooh, Blow Pops. Okay. Blow Pops are not chocolate. I love Blow Pops. I'm actually going to put them, I love getting these for Halloween because I don't eat them, ever. I don't get suckers, ever throughout the year, but getting them around Halloween, bro, you got to have, a couple Blow Pops and, it's just, yeah, top tier candy, A tier, not an S tier because it's not one that I'm it's not going immediately, but I'm eating one by the time the bowl gets empty, and I might go back for a second or third, just depending on my mood, Blow Pop, honestly, I think Blow Pop even has a green apple flavor that I've had before that wasn't terrible. That tells you how much I like Blow Pops. But yeah, cherry Blow Pop, any red Blow Pop, cherry and raspberry being the top 2. But yeah, top tier candy. Next up, Fireball. Ooh, Fireball going straight to the trash. Fireballs are, one, I don't like cinnamon like that. I like cinnamon in baked goods, but one, not in candy or gum. I do not like Big Red or Fireball. Fireball candy is, it's just it's literally putting fire in your mouth, and don't like it at all. Hate it. Hate it. Goodbye. Next up are these weird, I don't even know what these are. I've had them, so I'm not going to put them in the I don't know what these are category. I'm going to throw them in the trash, though. Because I don't know what they are, and I probably wouldn't eat one. I'd rather just eat one of the other good candies. Next up, Fun Dip, straight to the trash. It's for children. It tastes like just confectionate sugar. Processed sugar, it's just if I want to eat a mouthful of sugar, I'll just literally go get it out of the sugar jar. There's no reason to why is this a candy? All right, next up, Tootsie Pops. They also belong in the A category, not as high as Blow Pops, but they are still very, very good. They actually might be equal out to Blow Pops, to be honest. They're very good. Not an S tier for me, but they are very good. I like them. I actually had one the other night, and it was very good. Top tier candy. Love Tootsie Roll Pops. Love Blow Pops. Love all the suckers. Love sticking stuff in my mouth. You know how it goes. Yeah, A for me, depending on the flavor. Yeah, I feel that, bro. All right, guys. Next up, I didn't know people gave these out for Halloween, but fruit roll-ups. I didn't know people give those out for Halloween. That's actually fucking awesome. If people give those out for Halloween now, they didn't when I was a kid. If I got this for Halloween, I would be fucking hype because fruit roll-ups are fucking bomb. I'm gonna put them at the low A category. Having a fruit roll-up once a year it just hits right. It just takes you back to school lunch era. You know, like, you know, you open up your lunchbox, you have a fruit roll up in there, and your day just got immediately better. You know, you were just outside running around for half an hour, and now you're eating lunch, you know? Yeah. A tier, solid. Next up, candy, very similar to fruit roll-ups, fruit gushers. Gushers are a little better than fruit roll-ups because they have that juice inside. I love taking a whole pack of gushers and just shoving it in your mouth and just going on that ride. That's like the closest thing I've ever done to cocaine. But yeah, fruit gushers, top tier. Love them. You don't think you've had gushers, man? Oh, dude, they're fun. So imagine a fruit roll up, but in a like a ball or a like it's more like a dodecagon or whatever it is. Like it looks like a D20 almost. And inside of it, it's hollow, but it's filled with juice of the same flavor that the candy is. It's really fun, man. Like you get you some at the store next time you go. And yeah, love me some gummy bears. Oh, next up are Haribo gummy bears. Okay, Haribo gummy bears. Specifically, this version of gummy bears. Like I love gummy flavored. I love gummy worms. I love gummy things. Haribo gummy bears are trash. Like these gummy bears are terrible. They taste terrible. I like, you know, I like the stuff that you get from like Fresh Market or, you know, like the Dollar Tree almost. Haribo gummy bears are terrible, dude. They are too chewy. They don't tear apart. Like it's like gummy gum. It's terrible. Tondo. No, they're terrible, dude. They are not good. You can't rip them apart, man. Like they're not like they're too hard for a gummy. Oh, I guess hold on. So we have Werther's Original. I don't know what this blue one is. I'm just gonna say we're gonna skip this one. I'm just gonna put this one down here because I don't know. I am irrationally angry over this, dude. Haribo gummy bears are terrible. Like, I'm sorry. I love gummy bears. I love them. And I love gummy worms. But I want the ones that, like, are actually good. Like, I just... You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, they're kind of hard. Like, they're just, like, a little, like, they have a little bit too much chew to them. It's as if, like, they made a gummy and then they like re-gummied it, you know, and it's like they cooked it too long, you know, like tough, how like you overcook chicken. That's what Haribo gummy bears are. They like overcooked it. I'm gonna leave some bangers for last, okay? All right, we're gonna switch up the pace here. All right, so if I got a toothbrush for Halloween, I'm gonna put it in the first gone category because if it's a good toothbrush and it's it's sealed, I'm gonna use it, you know? Like, thanks for the free money. I'll take the free toothbrush. Like, I'm not gonna hate as long as it's not like a hard bristle one. You know, I like medium or soft bristle. I'm gonna put this in the first gone because it's basically free money to me and I don't have to buy a new toothbrush now. And as often as you have to change out your toothbrush, hey, thank you, random Halloween hater. But you know, I got plenty of candy elsewhere. I'm gonna take my toothbrush and run. An apple. I'm gonna put it in the last gone category. I like apples, especially with like peanut butter. I think apples are very good. They're a very good thing. I would be disappointed if someone gave me an apple for Halloween because it's like it's about candy, dude. Like, give me something cool. But no, if I got an apple, I'd eat it, you know, like for, you know, a snack one day. Apple's really good at filling you up. And like I said, they're really good with peanut butter. So that's baller. All right, let's see here. Ooh, Mamba. I had not had Mamba until this year, actually. I didn't even know this was a candy that exists. Mamba to me are like a low B area. They're great. They have a really good fruit flavor, and they're chewy enough to make, you know, kind of like chew on it for a little bit, but then it's like a Starburst basically. It's like a better version of a Starburst. Yeah, Dan, I just saw them this year, and it's like a better version of a Starburst in my opinion. All right. All right, Now and Later. I don't think I've ever had those. They're probably gonna go straight into the trash or just not know what they are. Yeah, don't know what those are. Ooh, Jolly Ranchers, dude. Jolly Ranchers are very good. For me, I'm gonna put them probably like low B's, and I think like Jolly Ranchers, honestly, like if you get the right flavor, man, that like it's a hard candy, so like it's gonna take you a while to eat it, because if you try to bite through a Jolly Rancher, you're just gonna gum up your teeth and you will get a cavity. But they're good. I'm gonna put them in the B category. They're not, they're getting eaten above all this other stuff, but they're not getting eaten above like any of this. Now and Later's were for you, Nanda. That's what you bought in middle school? A pack for a nickel? Holy shit, you're so old. Jolly Ranchers is a high B for me. You just can't chew them without pulling out a crown. Oh yeah, bro. You can't chew them. You have to just suck on them until they dissolve. Yeah, but it only had like 5 in it. Bro, that's still like, that's like saying gas was like 30 cents a gallon back then. Like, it's just old shit. All right, Lemon Heads. Lemon Heads, I hate. They're going straight to the trash. I will say they're not nearly like, they're actually probably worse than all the other stuff that I'm putting in the trash. Like, I would eat them last over probably all this other stuff, but like these are probably one of the worst candies ever. They taste like lemons. They nailed the flavor, but who wants to eat lemons, man? No one. All right, I got one that's probably gonna surprise you guys. Raisinets, chocolate covered raisins. Those are gonna go into the A tier for me. They almost made it in the S tier, the first gone, tier. Raisinets are top tier candy. I love getting these at the movies. I love, if there's chocolate covered raisins around, I'm eating them. And Raisinets are just a good version of them. So solid A. They're sweet. They're salt. Like they got a little bit of both. They're not really salty, but it's weird. Like raisins are a different type of sweet than chocolate, if that makes sense. All right, right here, Sweet Tarts, straight to the trash. Sweet Tarts are probably one of the worst candies you could ever get for Halloween. It's powdered sugar, and I don't want to eat chalk. So, yeah, gonna throw those in the trash. Bye. All right. We got some bangers left. All right, hot tamales. I already said it earlier. I don't like cinnamon. I'm throwing these in the trash. I understand that people, if you like cinnamon, hot tamales being, higher on your list. But for me, I don't like cinnamon, so I'm gonna throw them away. Sorry. A for you? Yeah, I get that, dude. I get that. Here's another. All right, this is what I thought of when I thought of these caramel apple pops as sugar daddies. I like caramel. Sugar daddies are terrible because it's hard caramel and you have to suck on it for so fucking long, bro. If I had it's like you have to, that's a whole day thing. You have to set aside your day to eat a sugar daddy. It is. I just don't like it. Like, I like the taste of it. I might give it like a lick. I might give it a lick or two, but I'm not. And I almost died eating one. Holy shit, Nando! Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if I was going off flavor alone, it'd be like a B. But as far as like eating it and like keeping it, I'm not gonna keep it around. It's not worth my time or my teeth. All right, Payday. Ooh, peanut butter. Or no, not peanut butter. Sorry, peanuts and is it peanut butter inside? I don't remember. I'm gonna put those in the last gone category. They're okay. I love peanuts, right? But this Paydays is just it's a lot, man. They got a lot going on, and I like it, but it's not like a candy bar that I'm like, ooh, you know, it's like, oh, okay, I'll eat a payday. All right. Let's see. Oh, Starburst. I actually mentioned these earlier talking about Mambas. Starburst are going to be a low B for me. They're not. I love, you know, the red and pink Starburst. All the, like, I will never eat a yellow Starburst ever. I will. Yellow Starburst. It's insane they put them in the same pack. It's insulting. If you hand me a yellow, if I ask you for a Starburst and you hand me a yellow one, I'm gonna think we're not friends anymore. Red and pink are great. Orange is okay. Yellow is trash. Starburst overall, happy to see them in my mix, and I'm gonna give them a B. I will eat them, you know, and I'm not reaching for them over the chocolate, but they are very good. Yellow is hands down the best. Well, that makes us good friends, Londo. Hey, hold up. It's like the olive rule. I don't like green olives. Do you like green olives? If not, if you do like green olives, that means we're a good pair. You can have all my green olives. You can have all my yellow Starburst. Okay, well then, okay, black olives are very, yes, I know black olives. Everyone likes black olives. They're way superior. You don't like pears? I don't like pears either. But you can have all my yellow Starburst. That makes us a perfect pairing, pun intended. You can have all my yellow Starburst. I'll eat the red and not purple. I keep wanting to say red and purple. The red and pink ones. And yeah, you don't like olives at all. Do black olives are very good. I like black olives. I'm not eating them by themselves. But yeah. Don't steal my pun. Hey man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, guys. 0 bars. My mother loves these things. I'm gonna eat, I would eat one. I'm gonna put it in the last gone category. I'm gonna put it below an apple. 0 bars are okay. They're not great. I would, again, eat one, but I'm probably only gonna take a bite of it and throw it away. Let's see here. Heath bar. Heath bar, someone earlier mentioned eating this on ice cream. Totally agree, that's amazing. Heath bars are better along with something else. I'm gonna put them in the top of the last gone category. And I do like Heath. I don't like Heath bars. Like, I'm not gonna eat it really much by themselves. They're okay. It's like 2 or 3 bites in, you're like, man, this is like the Heath is just really getting to you. A lot of chewing. So yeah. Ooh, Warheads, straight to the trash. I do not like sour candy outside of Sour Patch Kids. Like, and Warheads are insanely sour. Warheads are like a joke candy to me. They're like the hand buzzer of candies. Warheads are just there to make you make a weird face and then spit it out. I don't know why people like to do that to themselves. Now, I understand some people like sour stuff like a lot. I can't do it, man. You hand them to me. You hand them to a friend when they're drunk. Oh yeah, dude. All right, Toblerone. Toblerone is a pretty solid chocolate. Not amazing, but not bad. I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna say bottom of the A category, maybe high B's. It's somewhere in between there. I think they are better. Maybe like Fruit Gushers and Fruit Roll-Ups should be like in the B's, and Toblerone should be at the bottom of the A's. Toblerone has a pretty solid, pretty solid candy in my opinion. They mix it well, and you can. I like that it's like. I like the little pyramids that it has, so you can, eat one bite at a time and savor it. You way prefer dark chocolate? Nah. Dark chocolate is the worst of all chocolates. Dark chocolate is great in coffee and in baking, but not for candy. The only dark chocolate I like on candy is Mounds, and that's because it has coconut with it, and it mellows out that dark chocolate. But dark chocolate is just like, it's very gritty to me, if that makes sense. All right. Next up, we got Butterfinger. Butterfingers are ones that is a candy that gets in your teeth. However, it tastes so fucking good, man. It's got to go like somewhere in the high A's. I'm not eating it first, but if there's a Butterfinger left in my Halloween candy after I've eaten all that other, I'm so happy. Butterfingers, now I will say you can get bad Butterfingers where like the stuff inside is like very hard, and that is terrible. That's like a trash Butterfinger. But there are good ones where they break apart perfectly, like it goes perfectly baked, and it's just chef's kiss. That one bite is so good. I'm not eating a lot of Butterfingers back to back, but it is a very good candy. You love them in the freezer? Yeah, dude. Speaking of loving them in the freezer, York peppermint patties. My mother got me hooked on these, and I do love them. I'm gonna say they're probably a high B, almost an A for me. They do something like when you freeze them and you bite into it, and that peppermint triggers. It's like refreshing. It's kind of got like the Andes Mints vibe to it, but it's not as good. And I do like the cooling sensation you get from the mint. I would put that in the B category. Now let's continue with the mint. Junior mints. These are not very good. I'm probably gonna throw these away actually. I would give these to my mother, to be honest. I technically wouldn't throw them away because my mom likes them, but I don't like junior mints. I think there's not much to them, and there's way too much mint in them. Ring pops. Ring pops are actually a top tier candy. Like, no, I don't want to say top tier. They're very good. They're like Jolly Ranchers. I'm gonna say they're in the B category. Like, again, this is for kids. It is like if you're an adult eating a ring pop, like just do it in your home. Don't embarrass yourself. Ring pops are good though. They, it's a good hard candy. They have good flavors. They have some cool, like, it's just cool. It's just fun. But I'm probably not gonna like. I mean, I might put them. I'm actually gonna downgrade them to last gone. I'm not eating. I will probably eat a ring pop if I see one laying around in my house, but I'm not reaching for it over any other stuff. All right, Milk Duds, another candy that my mother loves. One that I'm not a huge fan of. It's got too much caramel in it and it gets stuck in your teeth. I don't like that sensation. I'm not gonna throw them away because like one or two Milk Duds is okay, but again, I mean, it's a big maybe if I eat these. I'm gonna say last gone because I'm not throwing them straight into the trash, but it's very close. They'll probably sit there for a couple months and then I'll throw them in the trash. And maybe I'll eat one now or then. All right. Next up, we got Twix. Twix is a lot like Butterfinger for me. It is a very solid candy. It's the caramel sometimes and it can be too much. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of the A category. It's like an A- for me. It's a very good candy bar, but it can be very one note for me. But now I will say having like, you know what I really like are the little mini Twix, where it's like one bar but split into two. I think those are really good. A regular Twix I would split with someone because it's just too much for me. But yeah. All right. Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls are very good chocolate. I love the little mini Tootsie. I love all versions of Tootsie Rolls, to be honest. Tootsie Roll Pops, the original little Tootsie Rolls, the long, the chunky ones. Like they're pretty solid. I'm gonna put them at the top of the B category because I'm not like eating them over any of these, but I do like them a lot. The Tootsie Roll Pop is the best version of Tootsie Rolls, but I like all the versions of Tootsie Rolls. I think it's a great chocolate flavor, and it's not too chewy, so you can like chew on it for a little bit, get that chocolate flavor, and yeah, it's solid. Next up, we got Milky Way. Milky Way is a lot like Three Musketeers for me. I think for the longest time I didn't know what the difference was between them. I'm gonna put Milky Way in the B tier. It's okay. I'm not eating them, electively. I'll eat them if like it's the only chocolate around, or if it's left over in my Halloween candy. But Milky Ways are okay. They're very much. I think they're like one ingredient different than Three Musketeers. Isn't it just the Three Musketeers with caramel added? If I'm not mistaken, I think that's literally the only difference. And I actually think Three Musketeers are better. So, yeah, sometimes simple is better. All right, Whoppers. This was actually when we were kids, or when I was a kid. Whoppers were my dad's favorite candy, and he always got them when we went to the movies. So they do have a special place in my heart, nostalgia-wise. But as a candy, they're probably going to be a B tier. They are. I meant to put bottom of the B. They're a B tier. They're okay. They can sometimes be a little like too much with like the malt, but they are a solid taste. And like I do like the little like, fun size where it's got like 4 Whoppers in one thing, and like that's a good little sample size for Whoppers. That's about how much I want Whoppers. It's like I'll eat 4 of them and then I'm good. All right, chat. I left these three as the final 3 for a reason. These 3 candies are some of the most talked about candies in the world. We got peanut M&Ms, Skittles, and candy corn. I'm gonna start with the obvious one. If you guys haven't been able to tell yet, peanut M&Ms are my favorite candy on this list. They are my second favorite candy of all time. They do not disappoint. You could eat them by themselves. You can eat them with popcorn. You can put them in cookies. You can do so much with peanut M&Ms. They are perfect in every way, in my opinion. They are probably like Reese's is right behind them. But peanut M&Ms, I love the crunch you get with them. I love the taste. They are perfect in every way for me. They're going in the S tier. They're just amazing. That's all I can't say anything else. They're great. FYI gained 26,000 rank playing only Galactus. 26,000? How many cubes have you gained? All right, let's talk about candy corn. Candy corn doesn't even go straight into the trash. Candy corn is so fucking bad that I want to invent a time machine, go back into time, and erase it from history. Candy corn is one of the worst things ever invented. Not just candies. It's one of the worst things ever invented. Why they still make it baffles me. People who like candy corn are lying to themselves. They don't like it. They're wrong. They don't like it. They're just lying to themselves and saying they do like it just to be different. Candy corn is not good. It doesn't taste good. It never has tasted good. It will never taste good. It's bad. Stop eating it. And last but not least, we have Skittles. Skittles is a candy that has a very weird history with me. Growing up, all of my friends, typically my black friends, always had Skittles. I don't know what it is, but people love Skittles, dude. And I never really got it. I think Skittles are good, but I'm not eating them. Like they're okay. I'm not a fan of them. I understand why people like them because they like I said, they have a good taste to them. I think it's like that jelly bean type texture that I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put them in the last gone category because I'm not throwing them straight into the trash because I will eat Skittles about once a year, probably around Halloween, and be okay with it. But I'm not ever gonna buy Skittles. I'm not ever gonna eat it over anything else in my Halloween thing that I haven't thrown away. So they get a C rank. They get a last gone. And that is the Halloween candy rankings. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe.